coming. As we are running late behind time, let's just get straight on with it. Who's playing first? You can either take this fine podium here or...
I'll just take a chair.
Take a chair. Right, okay.
My name's Oliver Hupscher. I'll be playing Ravel's Pavane, the recapitulation from Mahler 3, and Brahms 2.
Okay. Give that an applause. It's 9:15 in the morning.
Yeah. That's very nice.
Yeah. This thing, there's two speeds to this. In my view, there is the performance speed, which is roughly what that is. Okay, but there's also an audition speed. Which is slightly different because you've got no help whatsoever. And what I mean by that, in the audition speed, we just listen to it now and it does feel slow. It's not slow, that is roughly what it is. But that comment saying there's two speeds, there is an audition speed which is slightly different because it has, in the orchestra, there's all this other stuff going on to give you this lovely sense of pulse when it's actually playing. But in an audition, and this is an audition, comes up a lot of the time. Are you playing this in an audition? There you go. Just be aware that it does need to push on a little bit, otherwise it just becomes measure by measure. And it gets stuck. Because there's no interest at all for the audience other than what we're hearing. So, and that's the first thing. So therefore, with that, when you actually breathe, you give a fantastic, I don't have to comment on, often I have to comment on people's preparation to breathe and play. But that was perfect. But once you breathe that pulse, you've given us all that pulse as a listener. Just make sure that you do keep it going. Because so let's just do and I'll show you what I mean. You breathe and play, and I'll then take the tempo from what you breathe. Actually, that is the tempo that you're breathing at.
Yeah.
And then I'm making a point, unfortunately, at your expense. You breathe, and we all expect a speed, and then it's slow. So that's the bear in mind. And the other thing with this is, because of the nature of the way it's written, we tend to play that. We tend to play that. Try the last three quavers, eighth notes. So we're a country divided by the same language. We're talking quavers, and we're talking eighth notes. In the eighth notes, keep these going. These are the important notes. you tend to let the phrase die away on these tied notes. That's where it's got to go. And the final thing, we're going to play it again. That breath, just make it, you take the listener to that breath. It feels like you know this breath's coming and you don't really want to take it, but you've got to take it. But as a musician, you know, take us to that and then get on with it again, because it feels a little bit.
Yeah.
Just take us to it. Take us to it. Let's just play it once more. Pushing you with the speed.
Right.
I'm pushing with the speed, but with nothing else going on. So just bear that in mind. If you've got an audition coming up, got to create. You know, I'm making fun of myself. No, I'm singing in this, but that's got to be clicking away in your head. Okay, that's really well played, actually. Really well played. The final thing on this, the dynamic for you in an audition is whatever, you know, it's a singing dynamic. It doesn't have to be, well, just rub out 2 Ps. Yeah. Don't put anything else, just take it out and just play it. Right, next one. Save the Mahler.
Okay.
We've got Brahms up. Okay. Just needs a little bit more time. The general concept is, you've got it, you know how it goes. Yeah. There's no correct speed, it's just the feel of it. I mean, there's no correct speed in the sense that every conductor is going to tell you that you're playing it too fast, too slow, whatever it is, but it's the feel of it. It's got to be a little bit more relaxed there. Actually, I'll tell you what, just play it and I'll conduct it a little bit. Let's just play on there. One, two. because I want to say something anyway. These end of these notes, I mean, it is written diminuendo there, but when you play, the last note I've just played, it isn't, I mean, I made a real point there to play over into the next bar, but not quite like that, but it's definitely not da-da-dee. It's definitely not that, because it's got to take us to the downbeat of the bar that you've got nothing on. Da-da-dee-dom, dee-dom. So if you come away from them too much, it's not leading us anywhere. So all of that, sorry. Now, I'm really trying to play into this. So I've got to take a breath here. So I'll stand take a breath. So just play once more. Once more.
From
Yeah, from the top. This upbeat, these two upbeats here, is generally something happens there. Something happens. I made you do a lot more than you did before, but just remember those two upbeats to. There's got to something really got to lead into that. It's got to lead into that. Whether you do it with volume or tempi, or actually playing the written F, the played D, this one here, very long to lead. Da, da, dee. It's got to be dramatic like that. And I would suggest on this excerpt that you actually revisit where you're going to take a breath after that, because again, it's not written in stone, but you should expect, if you ever get to play this with a conductor, or even in an audition, they will expect you to take some time over the last 3 or 4 notes. So you play. Because the next bit is tranquillo, which you lead into tranquillo, and it isn't actually what the tempo is at the beginning. It isn't. This bit that you're leading us into is actually slower, because this goes where you're not going to play there. Which is dom, bom, bom. So if I played you. If you were teaching me, you'd say that's slow.
Yeah.
But that's that tempo there. So last thing, let's go right on here. So this excerpt is generally a little bit more time for you, a little bit more time. You're going to take this stridendo, which you do lovely, and then be prepared for more time at the end. Okay, get some water out and play it on the top. That's just an excuse for me to get some water out. Bless you. Lovely. Great. Great. What else have we got?
Check Beethoven 6.
Actually, let's have Beethoven 6. All plays great. Sorry. I know that you can play that better than that. However, that's how it is. When you actually get to play this, either in an audition or in an orchestra, it always feels like, oh, I just could have one more go at that. And it would be great. That's how it feels. And the reason I say that, you've got to bear that in mind. When you practice this, you've got to practice it, just picking it up and playing it. Because that is the thing. In fact, often people do that. They think they can play it, but they can only play it on the third go. But actually, when it actually comes to it, it's like, no, you only get one chance. So you've got to, and this excerpt is one of the ones that you should just have in your head that you can play. Not that I suggest you getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but it's like one of those ones you just get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, just pick the horn up and play, just play it. It's one of those ones, it's a bit like, well, there's loads of little things like that. You've just got to know how it goes. So that's the first thing. So we'll work backwards. It's easier to work backwards. When you get to here, you mustn't let the music go where the horn's going to take you, because the horn wants to go because you've got open C's, and the D, which you naturally put a lot of air through because it's resistant, stick out, and it's hard. The music actually doesn't do that. It goes it doesn't go to the downbeats at all. So if you're playing, it's got to play it in your head as if it's like that. Otherwise you get think of it as just being a coach or study in no dynamic at all. Just try and do that for me. Just absolutely plain white bread. We want plain white bread. Again, that's enough to leave that with you, because now that I've said da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da, you can hear it.
Yeah.
You can hear it. So you just need to practice that. So that's going backwards, and then the other one is you have got to just get it in your head to go. But once you've played those 4 notes, it's fine.
Mhm.
It's just, if we had to just go, just start from there, it would be fine. So just play me. You're only going to get one chance at it. That. That's what you need to practice.
Yeah.
You don't need to do the rest of it now but I'm not here to, I'm here to help. That is the key to what those 4 notes you've just played is the key to playing this exercise. Then you can start practicing the next bit. The next bit. Out of interest, if you had to miss out the first bar and play, just that. From there. Ba-ba-bee-ba-bum. Stop. And again. Okay, and then. Okay, so how to practice this is to work backwards. I actually would practice from there we've just played. Okay, once you've got that right, then add. And then we've only got those famous notes at the beginning. Okay. I'll have one go at it. One go. This is it again. So I'll give you 8 measures in.
Yeah.
8 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and. 2, 3, 4, 5. So hopefully, I've said enough how to do that. Hopefully that a little bit, you just go away, you can think about that.
Mhm.
That's all it is. So everybody today, at some point in the day, I want to hear people going, and if I know I can hear it, I think, yeah, I've achieved something today. How many people have we got playing? Just double checking. How many people? 2? Just 2 of you?
Yeah.
So I've got a bit more time. Right, brilliant. Okay. And so then the last one is going to be your chart 5, isn't it? What do you want to play, Marla?
Either is fine. Yeah. I'd rather do the Mahler.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, I'd have rather done the Tchaikovsky. There you go. Okay, here we are. Where is it? There. using a fingering I don't see very often for the A,
Yeah.
and we're using a middle range, this A, okay, which is, you're using that on open.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing that, yeah?
Yeah.
F1 to 2, that's okay. It's not a fingering normally used, and I'm asking you why are you using that? All I want to know is why.
Because it's a less resistant note,
Yep. Okay, well, yeah.
so it's easier to play loud without having to cover.
Yeah. That's fine, just that's an acceptable answer. But just because it is a less resistant note and it's more open, you've got to be careful in the middle of the note not doing. It's like the air. There's so little resistance there. You've got to make sure that it's supported from the moment you play that A. From the moment you play it. That's the only disadvantage, and particularly this one. That one, that's me on 1 and 2. Just play that one on open there. It's that one there. Yeah. That one, I would. Let's lead into it. Lead it from here. Play from here with the half beat. Actually, for that one, I would actually change to playing 1 and 2. Whatever. Now, when you start going high, yeah, shouldn't do that in a masterclass because you never know what's coming out. Just try and play those just as open as you can in sound. Don't worry about forcing it. All you want is open sound. It's not couvre, it's just as open as you can get it. Upbeats here, go from there, upbeats. Just stop there. Yeah, so it's the long note, so it's just wide as you can. You don't. And then the final one, how are you going to? You need to control in fortissimo the accents of. Whatever they are, they all need to be the same. I mean, I'm not quite warmed up yet, so it feels a bit funny for me. But there are. I mean, I'm not satisfied with that, but they are all the same. So whatever it is, it needs to be the same. Right, so let's play that again. We are just going to stop here. We'll play that again. The long notes on the open A, you've got to support. You've got to support. And when you get ba-ba-bee, just as open as you can, ba-ba-bee, ba-ba, bells, 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 whatever those accents are, just make them the same. Let's start again. Yeah, that's better. Well played. You're going to have to finish there.